Hey guys, so today I am bringing to you this look that I showed you guys the other day. Now this is an optional look. I just think it looks really good under these stage lights, and I think it'll really help you stand out, especially if you are an ancestor. You know, everyone's wearing pretty much the same color, or either, you know, they're in the same color family. So if you really want to stand out, I really suggest this look because it just contrasts greatly with your costume and it looks really good under the stage lights. So without further ado, we will get on to the makeup tutorial. First thing that I will be doing is starting off with the eyes, and I'm just going to be grabbing this really bright kind of tomato red color right here from the Morphe 35B palette. I'll be taking that eyeshadow on a fluffy brush, and what I'm going to do is just incorporate it into my crease and kind of going upward toward the brow bone basically. So what I'm going to do now is just insert it into my crease and just use a very light hand. I'm just going to be blending with that, and it kind of appears purple because I kind of use the same brush for like a whole lot of colors. I just don't have the means to buy all the brushes, so I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I really want to be heavy-handed with all of these colors because under the stage lights and we're all wearing white, it's really easy to be very washed out. So in this case, and in any in any stage makeup case, what you want to do is just to be really heavy-handed with the colors. So I'm going to bring my longtime friend, the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia. And I'm going to be taking red ochre, which is just a deeper, more rust-ish kind of red. This part is optional, but I'm just doing this to deepen up the color and to build more dimension. And I'm incorporating that just more into the crease rather than bringing it up towards the brow bone. The next eyeshadow I will be using is this deep plum shade from the Morphe 35N palette. And I'm taking that on the same brush. I'm taking that color on the same brush, and what I'm going to do is incorporate it into the crease and also bring it down more towards the eyelid because you want more of the dark colors to be placed here on the eyelid, and then as you go up the colors go lighter, so you have that nice gradient. So I'm taking another brush and some black eyeshadow, and I'm going to be focusing that more on the lid, and I'm really trying to pack that dark color there so that it looks very dark. You can even take a little bit of that plum and that black eyeshadow just so that the black melts with everything else and it just helps it blend. So off camera I did my base, and I also put on some false eyelashes, which are totally optional, but I just wanted to put them on because I feel like they give my eyes that extra feminine flair. But right now I am applying some black eyeliner, just using this retractable eyeliner, and I feel like it's just a really big key and a really important step in this whole ancestor look. It just really makes you look dead. So I really suggest not to skip it. It really helps you look dead, you know? Right now what I'm going to do is just apply it heavily on my lower waterline. So I already applied my base off camera just to save time, but I just wanted to show you quickly where you should highlight, especially if you are an ancestor. And you can also use this if you are part of main cast. But first you want to apply here on the cheekbone because it really brings out that area and it helps you look a little more skeletal. Right here beneath the hollow of your cheek, it'll really bring out that area when you contour it, so your face looks a little more sunken in and you look a little more corpse-like. Here on your chin, down the bridge of your nose so that it looks snatched, and then right above your eyebrow as well, just to bring out these areas. And right here on the forehead. And for concealer, I'm just using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer in Fair, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And the reason why I'm not highlighting underneath the eye, which is kind of like your typical highlighting area is because we will be applying eyeshadow there, and it's kind of going to defeat the purpose of highlighting that area because you want to bring it out, but if we're covering it up with eyeshadow then it's kind of pointless. So I just decided to place it here on the cheekbone instead, just to bring that area out so that we look more dead and corpse-like basically. I'm taking a beauty blender and I'm going to pounce that and just blend out the highlight. When it comes time to the actual show, because I know some people didn't highlight or contour, because I know it's just we don't have enough time. We didn't have enough time the other day, but it's really such an important step and it really makes you look super dead. So please do not skip out on highlighting and contouring. I know it's just a lot of work for this makeup look, but it's such an essential part to making you look dead and helping your face stand out on stage. So after highlighting, I powdered my face with some baby powder, and now I'm going to contour. So I'm going to start off with the nose, and I'm just using a plum eyeshadow to kind of shape my nose. To contour, I'm using just a red blush, so I'm applying it here around the perimeter of my forehead. If you guys need help, I created a board basically to give you an idea of where to contour. And you know what, we're just gonna pull through. So I created a board to help you guys and just to give you an idea of where to highlight and contour, because I know it's kind of a little bit of a complicated subject. Alright, so what I'm doing now is just taking a red kind of blush color that matches my eyeshadow to contour. You really want to use these same colors for eyeshadow and contour so that everything kind of goes together. I totally forgot to say this, but if you are interested in doing this look and you can't find an affordable red eyeshadow, what you can do is probably just use red lipstick or a blush color. It totally works out the same way, and it's definitely more accessible because red eyeshadows don't really show up often in drugstores, you know. Keeping the contour line around the cheekbone area just a little more sharp than usual, because it just really emphasizes the cheekbone area, which helps you look more dead. For some more definition, I'm going in with that plum color that I used here on my eyes, here on my contour, and I'm placing that kind of on like the actual hollows of my face, and this just helps deepen up the contour color basically, and it just makes your face look a little more sunken in when you're on stage. So I have this hollow right here on my face, right there on the hollow of my cheek, and I am really applying it there so that this area stands out and it appears to be more sunken in. I'm also bringing that down to my jawline as well. So after my jawline, I'm bringing it up kind of to the side of my forehead basically, just to deepen up that area so it looks more sunken in. So I finished up with contour and I'm going to go back to the eyes for a bit, and for the under eye, you can kind of switch between two options. You can really bring it down towards the cheek, or you can just kind of keep it centered around where your dark circle would naturally fall. Works the same way, but I'm basically just going to be using these same colors I used up top here on the bottom. So I'm just starting out with that bright red color, and then I'm gonna look where my dark circle would naturally fall and just kind of bring it down there. So I'll just be using these same colors I used at top, on the top here on the bottom. So for some, if you kind of notice a like gap, I guess, around this area right here, which is the lower lash line, what you want to do is take some black eyeliner and just run a messy line over that gap, and take your finger and just smudge it out. So after smudging out the eyeliner, there will really be a big difference between the eyeliner and the red eyeshadow, meaning that the colors don't really blend nicely. So what you want to do is just take some black eyeshadow and just kind of apply it right at the barrier between the two colors so that everything melts together nicely. Alright, so we're gonna finish off with a lip color. So I actually have two of these lip colors right here. I have this ColourPop liquid lipstick in LAX. Actually the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Potion. So for lip color, honestly, anything really dark works as long as it's like gray or black or a deep blood red like this or something purple. It works just fine. You just want it to be really dark, and you also want it to kind of go with your makeup look as well, so everything kind of ties in together. So that concludes this video. I hope you found it very helpful, and if I did not answer any of your questions, please always feel free to ask me. I will always try to answer them to the best of my abilities. But yeah, that concludes this video, and I will see you guys on the flip side.